par exemple. So thank you so much, Zainab, for joining the Mentorssori podcast. Let's move on to the next question. Your skills include staff development and leadership. Can you share a specific example of how you've mentored a staff member? You mentioned it a little bit again. It's good. But, maybe you can give another example.
I will give you just a small example, might be that can help you. Few in a past week, as we were talking, that we were in the communication, and I told you I'm not feeling well. On those days, my staff called me and said, "Ma'am, where are you?" I said, "I'm not feeling well." So they said, "We are feeling alone without you. To whom we talk? There is nobody." So we can talk. I said, "I'm always available on the phone." They said, "No, we need you to be here."
Mm.
That's my strength. That's my strength, because I take my colleagues as a friend, as my own child.
Mm.
All of the ladies, those who are working, I am standing with them all the time. Even I saw their faces when I feel that they are not in a good mood. I slowly go to them, with a cup of tea, and I ask them, "What's going on? Are you okay? Is everything is okay in your family?" So like this, I like have a bond with them, a strong bond with them, that we are a family. I am not bossy. I am not a boss. You're not a teacher. We all are a family, and we are here for these students, for these child. Just we have to keep this thing in our mind, that we have to work for them, and we are here just because of them. That's it. So that's make my team very strong.
That's wonderful. That's
Might be that can help.
That's a really great piece of advice, because sometimes it's true, we sometimes we might think just because we have a title that we might think we are somehow superior, but in fact it's not about that. It's about, especially in the education, somehow it's like being a team, and all of us are here for the children, for the child, to really help.
Exactly.
And for the parents as well. So yes, I completely agree with that. Okay, and the last question. In a previous role, you were responsible for overseeing school logistic and budget. Can you share an example of how your strategic budgeting positively contributed to the school's resources and overall effectiveness?
Very interesting question related to finance. I really appreciate it. Over here, we usually have an accountant, and obviously, on that accountant, I am there all the time, because whatever we want to buy related to stationery, related to our school material, there is a lot of stuff, as you know, that we have to buy and we have to purchase. So, usually, what we do first, we look into what is the alternate related to that material, because sometimes the material is very costly. First point. Then I just send my accountant just go and visit the different shops. He's visiting, then I know the market, because I am working since 14 years. So we have a lot of wholesalers shops over here, those who are giving on a retail price. So I check the prices. After checking those prices, we are purchasing the material. That material issued to the teachers, and they are mentioning on the register, there is a sheet that they are mentioning over there, that how much they have used in it and how much is left. So that helps me a lot. How it's helped me to maintain the budget according to the level, that whatever we have amount that I have to use for the whole month, related to each and every activity and exercises. Plus, what we do, we usually do composing by our own self. Even I used to compose progress reports, and I have done a lot of times. I design my own progress reports, my own worksheets, my own books, even for the sake of the school, for the sake, like for the level of the students, because we have books. If we are giving them books, they have done. Now, what they are going to do for the next day? activity done, one page of book done. This is not enough, because in this age, the activities, the practice you are giving is more as you can. So we are designing a lot of things, a lot of plannings for them. Everything we are doing, trying to do by our own self, that save a lot of money and finance. Plus, there is a problem all the time in many schools related to tuition fees, monthly tuition fees. That also give an impact on finance department. So what we usually do, we send them a fee challan, and along with that, we send them a voice note that your fee challan are there, kindly pick them up. And those who are not able to pick them up, we usually contact them by our own selves to make everybody on the toes and on the time. That that some tips makes are perfect.
Mm. Well, thank you
And there
so
are a lot
much.
of things, if I can go in the depth, but there are so many things that I cannot explain right now because the time is very short.
Thank you so much. So, what is the perspective in Pakistan? It is more academic orientated, or are we looking at the whole child? And so, if a child is not necessarily writing at the age that we have set, uh,
Mhm.
is it considered
That
as
for
a
a child that
problem,
we
or?
have considered, as we have set the goal that at the age of 4 or 5, the child should be able to read and write by themselves. So over here, we are emphasizing in Pakistan, especially on writing and reading. It's like very compulsory. That's why I told you we are composing a lot of worksheet. Why? Because one page is not enough for a child
Hmm.
over here.
So
So
this is the
that's why.
perspective of the parents and of in Pakistan, or what is your perspective on this? So if a child is struggling in reading, he can learn to read at 7 years old. Would that be a problem, or how do you view that
It's a
perspective?
problem. It's a problem in Pakistan, but as internationally, because I used to research, I used to talk to other peoples as you, as I come to know that the age is not specific because child need his own space. Always child need an own space. We cannot make them burdenize. He or she cannot be burdenized. Yeah, we can change our strategies. If one strategy is not working, we can go to another one, and then a second one, and then the third one. We should always have a multiple options.
Mm,
Over here we have options, and we are trying our level best that they can grab some of them. So up till now, in my own experiences, I haven't experienced such a thing that child is not able to read at the age of 5 or 6, because we are using a lot of things to make
mm.
them on their right target and the path.
But would that be considered as a problem if the child doesn't read by the age of 5 or 6?
Yeah, it
It
is
is.
problem over here in Pakistan, because the school
Mhm.
administration starts saying that the child is not going up to the mark. We are promoting them, but still they need to work hard.
Mm. And you, as an educator, would you look at this aspect of education or these markers as a limitation to the child's development and growth, or would you see it as like a normal? He has to have that path.
What I feel is still in Pakistan, 70% people needs to be educated still in the education department.
Mm, mm,
Those who are running education departments, still they are not aware of the strategies, still they are not aware of the child psychology. I suggest first they should lead and learn about child psychology, then they should go into education department, because it's very necessary. It's very necessary. You are not supposed to leave a child like this. Even you are not supposed to speak or discuss anything in front of a child. But
mm.
over here, they are not getting it. So what
That-
I feel that still there is a lot of work to do in Pakistan. A lot.
Mm. That's very interesting. Thank you so much, Zainab, for this, because every country is different and everyone has different approach, different vision, different,
Yeah.
and we are at different stage, or we desire different things. Curious to know if you have parents who are homeschooling. What is the place of homeschoolers in Pakistan? Does it exist?
Yeah, we have in our big cities. We have some of the parents after COVID-19, they have started giving homeschooling to their child because COVID-19 teaches us a lot of things. Technology, learning through mobiles, learning through emails, learning through video recorded lessons. So after that, the education is bit change. There is a change of that strategies, and some of the parents are giving homeschooling, but what they are doing, they are still don't have those links. Like in internet, we have a lot of homeschooling links over there. There are a lot of things, but they are paid. Somehow people are not aware of unpaid as well, so they cannot bear that much like money in like US dollars, because rupees and dollars are, there is a very big difference in both of currencies, so they cannot afford it. So what usually they are doing, they are sending to them to a home tutor for 2 to 3 hours with respective journal books to make them learn. When they are at the age of 5 or 6, then they are sending them in a proper school.
Oh, well, thank you so much. It's the end of the podcast. Have a
Thank you
good
for
day.
your time.
Thank you so much.